we welcomed Joan Lunden into our homes as the co-host of ABC's Good Morning America for nearly 2 decades. But she's so much more than that. She's a mom of seven. She's a mom of 7, an author, an elder care spokesperson, and now she can add cancer survivor to that amazing list. Last June, Lunden was diagnosed with an aggressive form of breast cancer. Now, after extensive treatment, Lunden is proudly telling the world that she's cancer-free. And I have the biggest smile on my face to have her joining us from New York right now to reveal her amazing journey. I'm just so glad that you had time for me today, Miss Lunden, because I know everybody's trying to get your attention right now. But tell me, what was it like? What was this diagnosis like, and what was the experience like knowing that you had triple-negative breast cancer, something that I've never even heard of as a woman?
And I'd never heard of it either, which is all part of, why I've gone kind of from patient to survivor to advocate to now kind of educator, because you're hit with this diagnosis. And I'll be really honest with you, I didn't have it in my family history, so I guess I was under this impression that I was immune. Of course, now I know that only 15% of all women diagnosed with breast cancer actually have a family history. But, it's a very scary, very vulnerable time, and it's been a year. It was 1 year ago this week that I got that diagnosis, and I had 16 rounds of chemo and 6 weeks of radiation and a couple of blood transfusions. I mean, it's very tough on your body.
I can't even imagine. And, I saw you on the cover of People magazine last October after cutting your hair and without your wig. And I must say, you looked radiant, you looked beautiful, but I'm sure you've also heard the story of little Leah Still's brave battle with cancer. She's the daughter of NFL player Devin Still. She lost her hair, and it was just starting to come back when she suffered a setback and lost it again. For better or for worse, for every woman that's connected to their hair, how did that affect your journey, and what would you tell little Leah right now?
Well, you just have to hang in there and know that we fortunately live in a wonderful time where there are amazing medicines available to us, thank goodness. And the majority of people, particularly if you catch it early enough, which is so important to be vigilant about that, if you catch it early enough, most women today live through and beyond breast cancer. It's a tough journey, but you have to kind of hang on to hope and build a good medical team and having support around you. But I will tell you that it doesn't make any difference how much support you have. Making the decision to take the wig off and do the People magazine cover, that was probably one of the hardest decisions throughout the entire journey. It's just so vulnerable.
Right. And tell me about your kids. You're a mom of 7, including 2 sets of twins. I don't even have kids. I can't even imagine having 2 sets of twins. What was
kind of chaos in my house.
You still had to be a mom, even while you were dealing with your diagnosis. That part of you doesn't go away. What was the hardest part of still being a mom and dealing with your cancer?
Well, for so many women around the country, and many of them are single moms, and trying to go through chemo, you have some very tough days, extreme fatigue and not feeling well. But I think the scariest part is just telling your children. You kind of have, you're a lioness when you're a mother. You want to protect your children, but it's really best. I mean, family secrets are even scarier, and kids are pretty resilient, quite honestly. I put it up for a family vote. I really kind of tossed it to my kids as to whether or not I should do that bald cover. And, they immediately said, do it, Mom. It might help save lives.
Wow. And as you mark this milestone of being cancer-free, you've got big news to potentially help millions of women around the world. Tell us about AliveWithJoan.com. I'm so excited about this.
It is a new internet TV channel. So it's going to be on anything that can connect to an internet. You can see it on your iPhone, your iPad, your laptop. And it's really a community. It's, besides being packed full of useful information and giving women everywhere access to experts, we'll be inside all the major research labs talking to the experts, but it will also be how to pick out a wig and what to do when your hair starts growing back, which I've got a little bit sprouting underneath this wig here, but it takes a while to grow it back. And then it's also a community. So as women join, and all they have to do is go to AliveWithJoan.com and log on. And as they build this community, I want it to be their community. They'll be able to talk to each other. We're doing Google Hangouts where I interview them, I highlight survivors and all the amazing breast cancer organizations around America. Our charter partner is Susan G. Komen, along with the Breast Cancer Research Foundation. So, you know, big organizations and all the major medical institutions are coming on board because they know women just, when you feel like you have answers, it makes the journey far more comfortable. And that's really, I want to provide answers and make sure that all the women who need help and need essential services get connected with all these great organizations that actually provide those services.
Miss Lunden, I'm so thankful that you were able to come on my show today. You are a hero to me as an inspiring journalist. I really, really do appreciate all that you're doing for us out there. Thank you so much for joining us, and congratulations on being cancer-free.
Thanks.